Choose the cooks and the head chef. All right, let's get started. With a fork, lightly beat the egg in a small bowl. Adjust an oven rack to the middle position and heat the oven to 425 degrees. That's it for preparations. Now prepare the brie. You'll need a rolling pin, a paring knife, a pastry brush, parchment paper, and a rim baking sheet. Roll the puff pastry into a 12-inch square on a lightly floured counter. Using a pie plate or other round guide, trim the pastry to a 9-inch circle with a paring knife. Brush the edges lightly with the beaten egg. Place the brie in the center of the pastry circle and lift the pastry up over the cheese, pleating it at even intervals and leaving an opening in the center where the brie is exposed. Brush the exterior of the pastry with beaten egg. Transfer the brie to a parchment-lined baking sheet. Freeze for 20 minutes. Bake the cheese until the exterior is a deep golden brown, 20 to 25 minutes. Transfer to a wire rack. Spoon a 1/4 cup jelly into the exposed center of the brie. Cool for about 30 minutes. Serve with crackers or bread. It's ready to eat. Nice work. See you again soon. Congratulations! Choose the cooks and the head chef. All right, let's get started. First, prepare the potatoes. You'll need a cutting board and a chef's knife. After scrubbing the potatoes to remove dirt, cut them into 3/4 inch chunks. Cut the celery ribs lengthwise into thin strips. Cut the strips crosswise into small pieces. Slice the peeled eggs, then coarsely chop them. Cut the pickle into planks. Stack the planks on top of each other, then slice into thin strips, and finally into small pieces. You should have a 1/2 cup minced pickles. Mince the onion into 1/8 or smaller pieces to get 3 tablespoons. Mincing means cutting into 1/8 or smaller pieces. Lay the peeled and halved onion flat side down, and make a series of horizontal cuts through the onion, leaving the root end intact. As you make these cuts, your knife will be parallel to the cutting board. How closely you space the cuts in this step and the following ones will determine the size of the onion pieces when you're done. Make several vertical cuts, holding the onion with your fingertips and using your knuckles as a guide. Slice the onion across the vertical cuts, holding the onion with your fingertips and using your knuckles as a guide. That's it for preparations. Now cook the potatoes. You'll need a large saucepan, a colander, and a mixing bowl. Bring the potatoes in 4 quarts water to a simmer in a large pot and cook until tender, about 10 minutes. Drain the potatoes in a colander. Gently toss the warm potatoes with a 1/2 cup vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and half teaspoon pepper and refrigerate for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, mix 3/4 cup mayonnaise, the pickles, and 1 tablespoon mustard together. Toss the chilled potatoes with the mayonnaise mixture, celery, eggs, onion, and 3 tablespoons parsley. Season with salt and pepper to taste. It's ready to eat. Well done. See you again soon. Congratulations! Choose the cooks and the head chef. All right, let's get started. First, shred the cheese. You'll need a box grater. Shred the mozzarella cheese on the large holes of a box grater. You should have about 2 cups of shredded cheese. Next, slice the pepper. You'll need a cutting board and a chef's knife. Slice the pepper into 1/4-inch slices. Now melt the butter. You'll need a small saucepan. Melt 4 tablespoons butter in a small saucepan. Adjust an oven rack to the middle position and heat the oven to 200 degrees. Now it's time to make the sandwiches. You'll need a non-stick skillet. Spread 1 teaspoon tapenade over each slice of bread. Layer the roasted pepper and half cup of cheese between each pair of bread slices. Press lightly on the sandwiches to set. That's it for preparations. Working with 2 sandwiches at a time, brush the top of each lightly with some of the melted butter. Lay the buttered side down in a 12-inch non-stick skillet over medium-low heat. Cook until the first side is crisp and golden brown, about 5 minutes. Brush the tops lightly with some of the remaining melted butter. Flip the sandwiches over and cook until the second side is crisp and golden brown, about 4 minutes. While you cook the other sandwiches, keep the first batch warm. You'll need a rimmed baking sheet and a cooling rack. Transfer the sandwiches to a wire rack set over a rimmed baking sheet and keep warm in the oven while cooking the remaining 2 sandwiches. They're ready to eat. Well done. See you again soon. Congratulations!